An honest person is like a smelly goat. You know when they are in the room with you. Now, I read this idea from the book The Daily Stoic, which basically has some kind of stoic lesson, some kind of meditation for every single day of the year. And the idea that I read about is that we should have honesty as our default. That we should be honest every single moment to everyone else and to ourselves. And let me read you the quote that is attached to this idea. It's from Marcus Aurelius. It says, "How rotten and fraudulent when people say they intend to give it to you straight. What are you up to, dear friend? It shouldn't need your announcement, but be readily seen, as if written on your forehead, heard in the ring of your voice, a flash in your eyes. Just as the beloved sees it all in the lover's glance. In short, the straightforward and good person should be like a smelly goat. You know when they are in the room with you." Now I just love this quote, because imagine, if you didn't know, Marcus Aurelius, the guy that wrote this, he was the emperor of Rome. He was one of the most powerful men at that time. He didn't write this as like a book. He didn't write this as like a normal, traditional book like everyone else wrote it. This was his journal. He wrote this thing to himself. So imagine the most powerful man on the world, Marcus Aurelius, the Emperor of Rome, writing this to himself, reminding himself to be honest. He could have had anything that he wanted. And he's there writing in his journal how to be a better person, how to stay honest. And he's also reminding us to be honest. Now, I love these comparisons in Marcus Aurelius' journal. Like when he says that a good person should be like a smelly goat, it never stops to amaze me. This guy, he's the Emperor of Rome, just writing a journal to himself, and he's writing in such a beautiful way these ideas. And no one like forces him to do this. Like he sits down, even though he could have anything that he would want. He's the Emperor of Rome. He has everything that he could imagine. But he's there living a stoic and disciplined life. Very impressed, very amazed by this guy. Truly an inspiration to look at this guy and get inspired by him. Now, if you're honest with me right now, you have probably used phrases like, "Let me be honest with you." Like, "Let me be straightforward with you right now." No disrespect, but no cap, but... Now, whether or not these phrases are useless or not, it really begs the question. If you have to preface your remarks with an indicator of your honesty, with your directness, what does that say about everything else that you say? If you say that you're honest now, does that mean that you're usually not? You shouldn't need to announce it. You should have honesty as your default. When someone is speaking to you, you shouldn't think whether or not you're lying, whether or not you're being honest right now. It should be always clear that you're a man who is direct, who's honest, who always says what he truly thinks. It should be written on your forehead. You should be like a smelly goat. People would know when you're honest. People know when you're in the room, when you're a smelly goat. Because if you're not honest all the time, people won't be able to trust you. And not only that, it's also disrespectful towards yourself. Because you're not stating what you really think. You're not telling other people what you really want. And you're just going along with them. You say yes to someone even though you really wanted to say no. And then you won't be able to deliver. You say yes to someone and then minutes after the thing, you'll decline it. You'll say that something came up. Have some respect for yourself and be honest. Always say what's on your mind, what you truly think, what you truly want. If you don't want to go out with someone, if you don't want to do something, tell them. Be honest. Also, you can probably relate that I don't really like those kind of people that are not honest, that are evading questions, not saying what they truly think about something. But I do like those kind of people that are honest with me 100% of the time. They tell me what they think straight to my face, no matter what it is. If they disagree with me, they tell it straight like this to my face every single time. If they don't want to do that thing, they tell it to my face every single time. They're being authentic to themselves. Now let me ask you a question. Which person do you like more? The first person, he agrees with you on everything. He really likes you. He says that, yeah, you're right, 100%. Everything you say, he always agrees with you. He says that, yeah, you're absolutely right, that's correct. Yes, that's right. And then there's the other guy who doesn't agree with everything that you say, who has his own thoughts, his own opinions that might be even contradictory to yours. He will tell you that, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I see it this way. I think what you did was stupid. I don't think that you should have done that. Maybe you should have done this. They're telling you what they truly think. Now, if I were to ask you, which person do you like more? The one that agrees with you no matter what because he's your buddy? Or the other guy who tells you straight to your face what he thinks and respects you like that? Now, I like this person a lot more, who's 100% honest every single time. Because he doesn't change his opinions just to be more likable or to be more cool or to fit in. He stays authentic to himself. He stays true to himself. He says what he thinks. He doesn't care if his opinions are contradictory to mine. He doesn't care about that. He just says what he thinks. And that's the point. He's being honest and respectful at the same time. So why not try to be like that person? Why not cultivate a life or a reputation in which honesty is as permanent as a tattoo? Where it's written on your forehead that you don't mess around and you're always straightforward and honest with other people and with yourself. And we actually haven't talked about this. You should be always also honest with yourself. You shouldn't bullshit yourself. When you did something wrong, you shouldn't hide from it. You shouldn't run away from it. You should admit it to yourself and be honest. Like, damn, I'm a loser. Like, damn, I'm actually fat. I should lose some weight. Or whatever the situation might be, you should be honest with yourself. Or maybe admit to yourself that, yes, I was wrong in that situation. Being completely honest with others and with yourself. And trust me, this will make you a better person. Being honest. And it will also make you respect yourself more. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're interested, I'm doing free one-on-one coaching calls. If you have any questions, if you want any advice, you can send me an email. My email is in the description and we'll contact each other. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. All the love towards you. Have a great day and goodbye.